What's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music, the podcast, episode 15. And I got a special guest. I got DJ LuckyC, Mr. Hey Now himself.
What's happening, everybody? How y'all feeling out there? What's happening? What's good? Hey now.
I'm pretty sure, especially, in South Florida, pretty much the whole South, pretty much. A lot of people know about you, but,
I wouldn't say a lot. Nah. I mean, there's a few. There's a couple. I don't know about a lot. Maybe.
I could say, as a DJ like myself, you inspiring, you know what I'm saying? Because, seeing, you coming from the bottom to, working with at 99 Jams and things like that, it's very inspirational.
I mean, I get that a lot. I mean, I'm flattered when people tell me that because when I do what I do, it's not to... I just be so focused on what I'm doing, I don't know how it's impacting other people. So for people to be like, yo, you're inspiring, I can't believe you, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. So it motivates me to keep going.
Yeah, man. But so you said not a lot of people know about you, so just give a little brief introduction before we, get into the conversation.
DJ LuckyC, been doing this thing almost 15 years. Started Jam Squad, with Jam Squad, with Sam Sneak, and then just been growing, grinding. I do everything. I started from the bottom, literally doing parties, still do parties, baby showers, kid parties, whatever. Wherever people want me at, I'm gonna be there. And then it just grew to the clubs, and then the strip clubs, and then online radio with Seanville, and then that led to 99 Jams. So that's just in a nutshell. That's everything. Brief.
So we gonna go into more of the detail, but I want to start off you when you was younger, have music always been that inspiration?
Yeah, I've always loved music. I've always wanted to be around music. I always wanted to do things with music. When I was younger, I didn't really care for DJs though. I hated DJs back in the day because it was I didn't understand why they kept bringing the song back or why they kept. I didn't understand the essence of it until I got a little older. And I was like, okay, this is why they do it. This is how they. And I started to appreciate the culture. And then I was a dancer. I was a rapper for a little bit. And then when all that fell through, I was like, well, what am I gonna do next? And I, growing up in Sam Sneak, it was like, well, he's doing this and it's working, it's popping. Let me try it. And then, as you know, once you get behind the set, it's like a rush, man. It's like a drug trying to catch that high. I love that feeling. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? When I say it's from the bottom, I really started from the bottom. A lot of people don't see it or probably don't realize it. But there's a couple people that remember, and I know it because I know how much I've grown, and they see it. So that means a lot to me.
That's what's up. So you started dancing first.
Yeah.
How you got into that? It was just you just love dancing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, me and my cousins, man, we used to just be out all the time, and we used to be at all the house parties. And when Sam used to make all the dance songs, we had them first, pretty much. So we used to go around to all the parties with these songs on the CDs, and we would give it to the DJs. And later, it's gonna turn everybody up. It did, and we were doing all the dancing. So basically, we was his first little backup dancer when he didn't even know he was a backup dancer. So we were doing that, and it was just fun. This was a different time. And life wasn't easy, but we were young.
You still enjoying,
crazy,
but enjoying life at the same time and just having fun.
And the parties is every weekend. It was always a house party somewhere. So we was always there. So then. After a while, it was like, man, we getting older, man. This dancing thing ain't really vibing. And that led to the rapping thing. And it was cool. I was more of a freestyle rapper than a writer. Then when I started writing, it was like, I ain't really got the passion. Because, to do something, you really got to have the passion.
But what made you want to do rap in the first place?
Just because I always loved music. And I used to always just put words together and rhymes together. And I was like, I could probably say something that people would like and do that stuff. So in middle school, after lunch, we used to all be in the spill out and we just be freestyling. So I used to always have my stuff ready, and people used to just hype it up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was cool, but when people hyping it up, then it must be good. So kept doing that, performed at a couple talent shows, and everybody in my middle school knew, okay, this is before LuckyC. This is
way before that.
Before LuckyC. So they just knew, yeah, he be rapping and he's doing this. And they just, I had the passion early on, but then the game started to change a little bit where it's like, everything had to be bars and everything had to be, you know, it's just like, you know what, I was just doing this for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's got to be this, that, and the third, I'm good. So I took a step back and I was like, well, what am I going to do next? And that's when I said, I need to change my name, I need to change everything. Came up with LuckyC, said, all right, I'm going to just start DJing. And then right when I decided I was going to start DJing, or in the process of it, that's when I moved away.
What was your rap name?
So, Lil C.
Lil C.
Because that was the point when everybody was Lil Romeo, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne.
That
I
was
was like, man, Lil C, that was it.
That's what's up, man. So you moved away. You said you went to DC.
Yeah, I moved up to the DC, the DMV area. It was mainly Maryland, but like
that's DMV.
So DMV, I was up there for like 3 years, man.
And how was that experience? Because I know they culture up there is very like it's kind of like Miami, like, you know, very diverse.
It's like Miami, but it's different in a way where it's like where down here it's like majority Haitians and Jamaicans.
Yeah, Bahamians.
It's like majority Africans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get a lot of culture, but it's different. It was dope, man. At first I hated it because I was like, this is not Miami. I want to go home. I want to be with my homies. But looking back, like I needed that. Like it made me a better man. It made me a better DJ because I learned everything I needed to learn from my mentor up there.
Yeah.
He taught me, you know, how to set up everything, how to, you know, rap chords and just simple things that led to the big things, presentation and making sure your music and everything is in order. Like he taught me the foundation. And I learned so much. I was doing so many different things that I wouldn't be able to do down here. So it was dope. So
like, cause you know, DMV area is pretty much like the East Coast and stuff. Do you think that? Cause I mean, hip hop did start up the, you know, up north. Do you think that was one of the reasons why, like, your mentor helping you, like, teach you how to be a DJ? Did that really, like, push you in being a DJ even more?
Yeah, I think so, because up there it's like down here we got juke music and we got, you know, bass music and everything. Like up there they got go-go music. So it was like I had to learn their music to play that.
What's go-go music? I've heard of it, but
like
what
go-go
is
music? It's like a combination of like drums and they're basically a band. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a live band playing like popular songs. So whatever song is popular, they're gonna play. You know, they got a bass, they got a drummer, they got the congas, and it's just a vibe.
That's what's good.
Like I could play some stuff for you. It's just different ones, and they've been doing it for so long. So I had to learn about the old go-go music and what was playing at the time because I had to know if I'm playing for these people. But he also taught me about music in general. Like there was a lot of old school stuff that he was just showing me and teaching me that I feel like I would have learned down here, but it probably would have took a little longer.
Yeah, longer,
The culture down here is like party, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, up there, it was like, they like to party, but it was a different type of party. So I feel like I learned the structure and foundation from him, and it helped me come back here and apply it. Because a lot of people tell me I don't sound like a Miami DJ, which is cool.
That's fine, yeah.
I mean, that's fine with me. I don't know what a Miami DJ sounds like.
You know what it is? Cause like with me, when I was like doing like, you know, different like parties and shows and stuff, a lot of people noticed that I'm not the traditional Miami DJ, meaning like, you know, with the dance music and all that stuff, with the juking, with the booty shaking. Of course I put it in there, but I'm more of a like, you know, I grew up listening to like Trick Daddy and Scarface, Bone Thugs, Park, you know, Biggie, you know, then my mom, you know, with Lauryn Hill and things like that. So like I pretty much like I'm more laid back. You know what I'm saying? Like the up tempo is cool and everything, cause that's how it is down here. You know what I'm saying? In Miami, but you know I was more laid back and stuff. And then when I got in middle school, you know I started listening heavily to Texas music. You know, with the Chopped and Screwed. Like at that time, I was in love with it. Still is to this day. But you know, like I don't know, but I just feel like as a DJ, you gotta be everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like living up there showed me how to be well-rounded. Because I remember I feel like when I was growing up, the reason why I didn't like those DJs because they all did the same things. You know what I'm saying? It was all just, you know, we repping Dade County, and that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love Dade County. Anybody that knows me knows I rep any chance I get. But moving away showed me how to appreciate Dade County. You know what I'm saying? Because like, when you live here, when you in it, of course you love it. But when you gone, it's like, damn, I missed it. Damn, I missed it. Like, it ain't like down here you go to the corner store. Nah, like, the closest corner store is like 10, 15 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little things that made me appreciate the city and the music and the culture, but I had to learn it from being up there.
I mean, I get what you're saying, because I remember when I was younger with the underground stations, like, I want to get into that a little bit later, but, like, I should get annoyed with that. So when I started DJing, I was like, I mean, I know you talk over and stuff sometimes, but like with me, I don't like it at all. Cause one, like, I don't know, like, I remember DJ Peanut. Shout out to DJ Peanut. I was at I forgot the name. It was Black Diamonds. They don't exist no more. But I went there. That was like my first time DJing at a strip club. Right. So he was telling me like, bro, just be yourself. So I was myself. I ain't had to do no hype, no nothing. I just, like, I always tell people the best place to, like, see how your music is, how your flow is as a DJ is a strip club. Because when I seen the stripper go way up on that pole, I never seen that before in person, you feel me? So it was just like...
It's a vibe, like, like, this city is so diverse, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to party, like... go to a regular club. So if you want to just, you know, pop the bottles and show off, go to South Beach, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to just vibe and listen to music and really catch a vibe, strip club is the way to go. That's where you can actually listen. You paying attention because your eyes are looking at the stripper or this dancer or whatever's going on. So now your senses are going. So you're listening to the music and it's like, they're going to like it or they're going to hate it. That's the best way, like you said, to gauge to see if you got a hit or not.
Yeah, like my fiance, she from New York, so like her family members, that they'll come down here time for time, and they start noticing, like, you know, I mean, we the South, so like, you know, in strip clubs and stuff like that, you know, there's food there. And I always tell people one of the best foods, especially like wings and stuff, is like in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue ribs.
Look at the best food, and you know the reason people don't realize is because you get so turned up in the strip club, and then when you finally get that food, it's so good. You're so thrilled. So it's like, that's what makes it good, but it's good overall. Like a bunch of different strip clubs got banging ass food. So.
But I heard DC, like DMV, they got some good food up there.
Yeah, they got some great food, man. You go up there, you go to the carry-out, you know what I'm saying? The carry-out is like the little Chinese restaurant, but they call it the carry-out because you go in there, you get chicken wings and fries. Put some mumbo sauce on your chicken wings and fries. Boy, you got a meal right there.
Mumbo sauce, like what? Like, cause I seen a video. It was on YouTube. I forgot what platform. Probably was Complex, but
I saw that.
What's so great about the mumbo sauce?
It's like a sweet and sour sauce. You know what I'm saying? It ain't depending on where you get it from. Because different people got different recipes. So sometimes it might be a little spicy. You have a little kick to it, or it could be like a. Like, I don't want nobody from the DMV to quote me now because y'all know more about it than me, but it's like a sauce, like ketchup or barbecue sauce, but it got a different flavor to it. So you put it over your chicken wings and fries, and it's amazing. Amazing. Like, when I first went up there, I was like, mumbo sauce. But when you put it on there, and I'm talking about your chicken wings is piping hot, you got that sauce on the you get me hungry right now.
No, cause like I like that's one of the like cause I always wanted to go to DC, like that whole area. I actually been up to Virginia before. Virginia's like a whole nother vibe, you know what I'm saying? But like when I go to DC, I want to try that mumbo sauce.
There's a couple places like if you're actually in DC, there's a couple spots you gotta try. Like you gotta go to Ben's Chili Bowl. That shit's amazing. You know, you do the tourist thing, but then there's I forget where it is, but there's a carry-out called Eddie's. Like, go there. You know
it's in the hood. It's in the hood, huh?
Probably. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. More than likely, the DC is separated into 4 parts. So you got Northeast, Southeast, Northwest, Southwest. I think if I remember correctly, like Southeast is the
good.
You know what I'm saying? I think like Northwest is like Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? And then the White House is, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember the exact, but it's something like that. But I do remember Southeast being good. But if you know where you're going and you go where you gotta go, DC is the vibe.
That's what's up. You still have people up there that still like mess with you to this day.
My mentor's still up there. Like a lot of people I went to school with, a lot of them are still up there. Like I was just up there last April, matter of fact, because my cousin, she wrote a play, and she presented it at our old high school because we were both in the drama club back in high school too. So that's what another thing I learned. I learned about technical theater and how to work a soundboard and lights and all that other stuff. So going up there, it was like, it was like walking in a time machine. Like, because I'm doing what I was doing in high school for her plays. So it was like I'm working the soundboard, I'm playing the music, and it was just like, it felt good to be back.
You know, you like the third or fourth person that, like in music that's been involved with like drama and like high school and stuff like that.
I know that.
Does drama really play? Because I never was in drama when I was in high school. Does that play a big factor in like in music, like just in creativity?
Yeah, I mean, when you like the thing about drama and plays, it's like the music and sound plays such a important role. It's like when you're watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like when that suspense song come on in the background, you know something about to happen. So the music and everything associated, like the sound, the microphone, even the lights, everything is essential to that play. So I learned how to really pay attention to stuff and, you know, catch feedback before it happened. You know what I'm saying? Or how to level certain things out and how to balance and really learn sound engineering by doing plays. Because there's different ways to learn sound engineering. Like you could be, if you want to be an engineer and, you know, do recording and stuff like that. It's like, I know the basics enough to get me started to do that because I was, you know, doing that shit for like 3 years. Like every play, every dance recital, every shit, anything that happened in the school, I was doing the sound for. I did all the homecomings, football games. Like I was the go-to guy because my mentor that was his job. So everything that he was doing, I was doing.
That's what's up though, cause you got the ear. So when you mixing songs and things like that, you could be like, this song go with this after this song. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up.
And he taught so much just from that aspect of learning how to listen to things and how to catch certain things before it happens. So he taught mainly about preparation, and that was the biggest thing that I keep to this day because he would get so pissed. Like if we had to go DJ the basketball game, and we know we had to DJ the basketball game. Like, but we were teenagers. It was me and his stepson. We were partners at the time, so we teenagers. Man, we like, man, we can turn up for the girls, whatever. But he was like, nah, dude, you got your music ready? You know what you're gonna play? And there was a couple times I was like, yeah, we good. But then realizing, we should have brought this because we wasn't even using laptops at that point. We were, he was getting like he was in a record pool, like a real record pool. So he was getting the actual vinyls.
Oh, that's what's up.
Transferring from the vinyl to CDs. So that was our job. To take off the vinyl for him.
How that work, dude? Like
he had everything set up in the control booth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the record player and it's hooked up to like a CD burner by itself. So once you hit record, boom, whatever. Once you hit play, it's recorded. So that's how we did. We made sure the levels were straight. Like, we were making like real mix CDs off the vinyl. So we wasn't even downloading music like that. We were really getting it from the vinyl.
That's what's up.
So he taught so much just by making sure, okay, if we knew we had to do something, we need to make sure we got everything we need. We had like 3 big CD cases, all his old stuff, all our new stuff. And then we just put it together. So now it was like how they used to flip through records, we were flipping through CDs. If we make the right mix CD, we make multiple copies. We play this on this side, play it on the other side. Get out.
That's some old school. That's like what they should do back in the 80s and like 90s and stuff like that. You know,
that's what he taught us so much about that. But then towards the end, like he started the record pool, like advanced, and they started sending out CDs of everything like that was being promoted at the time. So then we didn't have to do it, but we still had to know. Okay, what song? Oh, that song is on the March edition of this. We need to find it real quick. Like, you know, now we got the laptop, we can search anything.
Yeah.
But back then it was like...
They actually had like email blasters and stuff.
Now
you know?
it's so much easier, but back then it was like,
You had to grind.
6.
Yeah, you had to...
Like the 05, from like 05 to like 07.
Yeah.
Like, I learned so much because laptops wasn't as big as they are now. So I had to learn how to actually DJ. So I take all that into consideration to this day. Everything he taught me, everything anybody's ever taught me that's valuable, I can use it in a play. And I just grow from that.
That's what's up. Because that's like... Yeah, because between like 05, 07, that was like you was one of the last of the last DJs to know about that.
Pretty much.
You know, vinyls and things like that, and how to really look for music instead of just the music coming to you. You had to really look for it. You know what I'm saying?
Because even to this day, like when I go up there to visit, like he still has vinyl from whatever you're looking for, more than likely he has it on vinyl. So it was like, it was stuff that we needed, just, you know, we don't even have to ask him at the point if I wanted to make a CD or something, or if I had to cut something for a play, or I had to do something for a recital. It was like, yeah, go up there and do it. Grab the vinyl, pick it up, whatever, cut it on the CDs.
So after you left the DMV, you came back down here.
Came right back down.
What was when you came back down here? What did you do?
When I came back down, I literally, like the day after my high school graduation, literally drove all my stuff back down. Like I missed home so much. Like, I didn't want to spend summer up there. Like I never spent holidays up there. Like I was up there for the school year. If I could come down for spring break, I'm here.
But you seen snow up there, though. It was crazy, huh?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like their seasons are like real seasons. Like when it's autumn and fall, like you see the color changing and you see the leaves falling, and then when it's springtime, you see the cherry blossoms blooming, and it's real beautiful. Like you actually see the season shift. But like I immediately, if I graduated like May 31st, by June 1st, I was back home. Like I didn't waste immediately came back and I tried to pick up like what I was doing there. Here, I was trying to, get into the theater thing. I was trying to definitely get into DJing because now I'm home. I got all this knowledge. Let me make it happen. And then I started going to school, so it was just a lot going on. I had a little part-time job. So I was trying to make all this happen my freshman year of college. It was an adjustment back because I've been gone for so long. So now I gotta learn, now that I got all this knowledge from up here, I gotta learn the music was popular down here. Like, cause I knew it was popular when I came down and like my cousins would always give me the music, but now I gotta learn the culture. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta learn how the DJs DJ.
Yeah.
So I spent most of my time watching, learning, and building. So that was majority from like 07 to like the middle of 08. That whole pretty much year and a half, give or take, I was just falling back, watching stuff, learning.
So how was that balance between school, work, and DJing? Like how was that?
I mean, it was cool because it was a little part-time job at Circuit City, so it wasn't even nothing.
Yeah, Circuit City. R.I.P. to Circuit City, boy.
I ain't got to. I mean,
Circuit City like Comp USA or something like that? No? Something like that.
I mean, I know they went out of business.
Yeah.
Not too long after that. They went out of business. So I was doing that. Luckily, the store I worked at wasn't too far from Barry, so like I literally just drive down the street, kind of sort of get there in like 10, 15 minutes, do that. I was a nerd in school, so it wasn't like, if I wanted to do the work, I'd do it, and no problem. But if I didn't want to do it, like I had a philosophy class, and the professor was just so...
Like talking a lot, the whole hours and stuff like that.
It made no sense, so everybody failed. It was one of those classes where everybody failed.
Yeah.
So it was like, that type of class, yeah, whatever. I take my D and keep it moving.
Because the D like pass anyway.
I take that and keep it moving. But like the classes that I made, I used to love that, so I'd get into it. If I had a paper due, I'd knock that out quick. I had bullshit. Like, literally, I got away with words, so I would bullshit through the paper and get an A. So I was like, no problem. I'd rather do that than do this, whatever else I was trying to do.
Yeah, because I was telling people, because like I'm working on my MBA, like my second master's, you feel me? So I was telling people, like, it's people out here that don't like school, and I feel like, I think they may have to change the fact that, you know, your first 2 years you need to focus on what you want to do, like your concentration, because when I was working my concentrations, I started noticing that, like, one, I was doing better in the classes because I was interested, and I was learning so much, you know, like, and like versus I'm doing like either a math class or like just another class just to do it, you know what I'm saying? Now don't get me wrong, like I did a class, it was like a gender class. I was like, it was only like 3 or 4 dudes, and the rest of them was like women. But like that class taught me so much about, you know, everything. Like nowadays, like you see, like how, like, you know, women, we fighting to get women like have equality. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that class taught me so much. Like I'm like, it's kind of true. Like you know, it's not just about race and stuff. It's also about gender, like unification. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it's just, with school, I never had a problem with it. So, I never had a problem with school because I like going to school.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as kids, we want to do other things. But I knew early on, like, I never knew what I wanted to do, but I just don't want to be rich. Like, when I was growing up, I was like, I just want to make money.
Yeah.
So, my dad was one of those people that he was always getting money. I was like, why is he doing this? Because he knew a lot of shit. So it was like, he would know how to do this, so somebody would pay him to do that. So I was like, well, if that's all I gotta do, then I'm gonna learn as much as I can. Like, I was one of those kids where I wasn't picked on for being a nerd, because I still knew everybody. So they knew I was doing my work, but I'm still gonna hang out on the block with time. So I never had a problem. I feel like people be having like identity problems sometimes. Like they don't want to show their intelligence because they don't want to get picked on. Never cared for it. Like if you're gonna pick on me, like I used to get picked on. Everybody was picked on.
Yeah, I used to get bullied when I was younger about because
I learned early on, like, okay, while you're picking on me and you're not able to do this because you got bad grades, I'm gonna still get these grades and I'm still. So that was my whole mindset. To this day, it's like if I'm gonna learn something or if I want to do something, I'm gonna read about it or learn about it as much as I can do it myself. I've always been that way. So it's like I wanted to learn how to get better as a DJ. I wanted to learn how to mix better. How did I do that? I sat there and I taught myself how to do it. Or I want to learn how to scratch a little bit. How do I do it? I sat there one day and I just so I could get them, you know what I'm saying? Like getting my hands right and getting everything going. So it was like, it's one of those things, if you really want to do it, you'll do it. So I felt that way with school. No matter what, I never let nothing stop me. I got arrested, caught a charge when I was in school. Everybody thought, well, what you gonna do? I ain't stopped. I have both my older sons while I was in school. You gonna stop? No, I'm not gonna stop. I really want to do this just to show people that I could do it. And I got something that a lot of people can't see. I got a college degree.
Yeah.
That's something to stand on, something that my kids could look up to. Now they could say, well, if Dad did this and all this happened, I ain't got no excuses.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, a lot of people, you know, not a lot of people, but like most people, they think of like a degree isn't like nothing. Like it's no. I get what they saying, but at the same time, it's like this. I get a connection. You throw me a connection to somebody, right? I still have to work hard, like as if I was still at the bottom, you know, to not only build trust, because it was always about building trust, but also building that relationship. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, yes, I got a degree, but what I'm gonna do with it? Yeah, what I'm gonna do with it? I'm not just gonna be that person like, oh, I got all these degrees and stuff. Because I know people who got a lot of degrees
and got no type of experience.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you have to, you know, with me, my thing was like I ain't really have that much work experience, like in the, you know, corporate whatever. Like, but I had, you know, the DJ and I had the marketing. Because with me, I had to learn how to promote my own self because I ain't have people to, be behind me like that, to promote me, to promote my mixtapes and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Remember back in the day when you had to get the females, take a picture, and they be like, I support, such and such.
Right.
So I had did that. And then I started noticing that, a lot of people took that seriously. They're like, damn, DJ Anonymous, this boy, like, he on the come up, around MySpace days. To this day, I felt if MySpace was still around, I feel like a lot of people would have been famous, dog. Cause like I should go to, cause I went to Pace for high school, so like being able to do football, in the summers, early morning workouts. My mom should take me like to Burger King every day for breakfast. Then I come home, instead of going to sleep, I should go on MySpace, add people, share my mixtapes and stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like
that's dope that you like were able to see that, because the thing about this DJ game is like you gotta be innovative. You gotta be willing to be that person to be like, well, they not doing this, so I'm gonna do it. If you're not willing to take that risk in anything, like you're never gonna win. Like no risk, no reward. So everything I've done is always off the strength of what other people aren't doing. Like it's never, I give a fuck what they do. Like whatever anybody else is doing, that's you. That's great. That's perfect. Me, I'm gonna do something completely different, and people are gonna gravitate to it. I had to learn that. At first, of course, when you start anything new, you kind of scared. You're like, whoa, what's gonna happen? I got to a point where I realized that people trust my credibility so much that no matter what I put out, they know it's gonna be quality. And it started from, like you said, from back then, just knowing and seeing and growing. Because everything is trial and error. So, of course, my first mixtape doesn't sound like my last mixtape. You know what I'm saying? You grow through it. I like the way this sounds. Maybe I should do this more. So, I think it's dope. Anybody that's willing to take a chance to do something extra that nobody else is doing, always salute that.
Yeah, because with this podcast, this was something that, I was just like, I want to do it, but I'm not. I'm a social person, but I'm not talkative. That makes sense. Like, if it's like around people that I know, like you know what I'm saying, or even people I don't know, but like I'm like I see something, because I always feel like it's like an aura. Like if I see like, oh, this a good man, this is a good woman, like let's network. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, in our industry that we in, you have to network. You know what I'm saying? Like someone told me one day, they was like, I know, Anonymous, I know that you very laid back, but you really have to like network. You got to you really got to push yourself out there. You got to talk to people and stuff like that.
That's the other thing I learned. That's what moving back down here. Like, I'm not. I don't like people. I really don't like people. But with this job, you're a DJ, so you're an entertainer. Never mind if you don't like people, like you gotta entertain them. You have to be that person for people, because we could be having bad days. That don't mean nothing to nobody. Like if we're somewhere DJing, we're supposed to help them get through their bad days. So I learned to kind of just, whatever I'm going through, if I'm mad, sad, frustrated, whatever, I channel that through the music. And just let all that emotion out, frustration, whatever. And it shines through, and it makes the music better, I guess. And so charmed, because they might be going through the same thing, and they want to get their frustration. So I had to learn that the people, we got to be with the people. Like, gotta talk to them. You gotta know what they want to hear. Like, don't be as rude. But sometimes people be rude to us off the string. So, like, boom. Prime example. I give you a fresh example.
Okay.
Last night, I'm in G5. It's early. People come in.
Like 9, 10 o'clock.
When it's early like that, I don't want to go too hard, because one, the club is open till 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, if I'm playing all the hits now, then I'm gonna have to play it again before I get off, and then the next DJ is gonna play the same songs, and then like for the people that's in there all night, it's like, damn, there's no more other songs. So I like to do something like other stuff when it's early, just to break the monotony. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot what I was playing. I was playing just something. Everybody else is vibing or cooling at least. And this dude walks up, he's like, yo, can you play some better music? I looked at him, I said, what? Okay, but I was like, yo, can you play something a little more upbeat, faster or something?
Who said that? It was just regular customers, like they come through?
I think just some regular, and I was like, yeah, sorry, huh? I can't hear you. I just ignored him for the rest of the night. And then I realized the upbeat music that he wanted to hear was some regular music that I ended up playing that 10 minutes later. Now him and his people turned up. People just gotta understand, if you let the DJ work, you're gonna vibe. Like, just because you don't like this particular song, doesn't mean that 100 other people in this club. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking around, I see everybody singing along. Like, can you play some better music?
It's all, because, like, as a DJ, we have to just, like, I was always been told, like, from older DJs, like, imagine that you in your room by yourself, you listen to music in your headphones. That's how a DJ is supposed to, like, the playlist, you know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that the song makes sense, like, make a right blend and stuff like that, but still be yourself, you know?
You always stay true to yourself because people can tell when you're trying to sound like somebody else. Like, when you're yourself, you're genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I like to play, like, upbeat music. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm in a strip club, it's like, there's only so much upbeat music that people want to hear consecutively back to back, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in a strip club, you want to hear trap shit. You want to turn up. You want to get lit. So nobody wants to keep hearing, like, booty shaking music or juke music or like, I like to give people like little pockets of it. Like, I'm gonna give you a pocket, quick little turn up, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. I'm gonna give you a little pocket, but I'm not gonna exhaust myself to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If I'm in a club, no, we're gonna do it quick and fast. So now I can double back to something else, and then I still got, if I want to go back to that vibe, I can do it later on. Like, but people be wanting this when they want it like that. And you're not the only person in here. You're just enjoy yourself. People don't know how to enjoy themselves when they go out no more because they so into their phone or they so just negative, or the DJ not playing no songs. It's like, I remember back in the days when we were going to these parties, we didn't care what the situation was. We were out the house and we were enjoying ourselves because it was a party. We were in life. Everybody just so cool right now. And everybody feel like they could talk to me in type of way, so it makes this shit kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore. That's how it make me feel. Like, the club is not what it used to be. So why do it? I like the money.
I think like in general, like, I always been told, like, you gotta watch the crowd, and like, I have this thing where, all right, I'm gonna play one song, and maybe not everybody gonna dance to it, but most people dancing to it, and then you may play that one song and everybody dance to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just always gotta be.
I mean, people gotta understand, like, we don't have all the answers. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have. What I like to say is like a cheat code. Like, every DJ has cheat codes. We know what records work. Like, if we see the crowd, like the energy's going down a little bit, we know which records turn up people, and we also know how to play these records. Like, a good DJ knows, when I'm first getting on my set, I'm not gonna play all the hot records. Like, a good DJ knows that. So a good DJ knows no matter what people talking about, no matter what's going on, I'm gonna build this vibe. So then when we get to playing the Cardi B's and the Migos and whatever, y'all can really enjoy it. But the people, they don't appreciate the art no more. So they're so used to DJs playing songs 2-3 times in their set that they don't care. Like, when I used to do Iguanas, I get there at like 11:30. So early. Can you play Cardi B? 11:45. Yeah, but we want to hear it. Yeah, all right, wait on it. Like that's a 2 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? 1:30, 2 o'clock record when you want to get. Why would I? You know what I'm saying? People don't get it. So then when you try to explain it to them, of course they don't care. So it's how you gonna take this vibe that I'm giving. Or
I'm glad that you here, because like, one of my pet peeves is that, like, I don't like when people like all over me and stuff and like, oh, play this song, play that song. I'm like, you gotta let it build. You gotta, like, there's a whole other like crowd in here, you know, especially like, you know, when you go to big cities and stuff, like Miami, like for example, like we from Miami. A lot of people don't understand, like, you know, just like in New York and LA and stuff, Miami have different parts. You know, you have the North Miami, you have the Hialeahs, you have the down south, you know, you have the inner city, you have downtown, you have the beaches and stuff like that. So, you know, each part of the town have their certain sound. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they still love music in general. You know what I'm saying? So you have to like still play. You have to test out the crowd.
I used to tell people, because every hood has their own like rap superstar. Like every hood got that one rapper that's he gonna blow. So when you coming out as like if I'm from North Miami and I'm the hottest rapper in North Miami, I gotta go see what's popping in Little Haiti. I gotta go see what's popping in Miramar, because you can't be in this bubble. Once you put yourself in a bubble, you missing out on everything else. And Miami is a bubble.
Yeah.
Miami is a big ass bubble. We're separated from everything else. We don't rock like anybody else in Florida.
No.
We don't rock like nobody else in the United States. We're in a bubble. So the people here are so used to that bubble. And when you try to give them something different, like you said, how you're a laid back dude, you don't sound like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't like I'm not a rude person. I try not to. I was a quiet kid, I'm a nice kid, but this game taught me, like, if you're nice, they can eat you alive. So, when these dudes been trying to put down right now, like, why, like, I don't need to stand there. Like, I'll play your song. Like, the fastest way for me not to play your song is for you to hover over it. Like, I support everybody. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So, if I say I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I didn't say I was gonna play it next. I just said I was gonna play it soon. I said, okay, so just give me some 50 feet.
Yeah.
Do what I do. Like, sometimes you just gotta let people know, like, yo, look, I'm trying to work, man. I'm trying to do this. Like, sometimes they respect it. Other times they don't. Sometimes they want to turn up.
When your birthday?
January 19th.
So you a Capricorn. So I'm January 7th, man. So it's,
Okay, yeah.
I always tell people like it's just, I don't know, like we cool people, but like certain times when we working, like
Trying to work. Like, that's how I am. Everybody knows I'm very focused on my work. When it's time to go to work, I gotta go to work. Like, so I know I gotta focus. I don't play around. Like, there's certain things that come easy with this DJ shit. Like, baby showers for me are easy.
Yeah, easy.
Like, kid parties are easy.
Yeah.
So I might turn up a little more when I do things like that. Like, I might drink a little more. I might smoke more.
Yeah, the best vibe is the food,
Just to
man.
get my vibe right. But if it's a wedding or something,
Yeah.
I'm about to get on the radio, or if I'm about to do something that requires my focus, I need to focus.
Yeah.
Once we get it going, then I'll turn up and do what I gotta do. That's a Capricorn trait. That's a Capricorn trait. Like, we very goal-oriented, we hard workers.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't see it, they don't understand it.
Yeah, it's sad, man, but yeah.
It is what it is.
But so what you study at Berry real quick before we go after the college situation?
I studied criminology because growing up, I lost a lot of homeboys to like the streets and like just getting caught up in doing stupid crimes and shit like that. So I was always interested in like psychology and stuff, but I didn't want to go that deep. So then my uncle, who's also a psychologist or something, like I was asking him one day, and when I was like applying for school, and I was telling him everything I wanted to do, and he was like, well, why don't you look into criminal justice? And I never thought about it. I was like, well, I could learn like why the system is like the way it is, and I could learn why these laws are in place like this. And then I could try and use what I learned overall and help future kids. So my whole thing was I want to help juvenile delinquents. Then I also learned that we're in a city where everybody loves music.
Yeah.
I'm very influential in this music thing now. So I can put the DJ aspect and what I learned in criminal justice criminology, put that together and develop a program to help these kids self. So it's like, well, if you want to do music, I can give you like a boys and girls type Boys and Girls Club type of vibe.
Yeah.
Where it's a program where you come through and you work on your music when you're staying at the street. So that's always been my goal. That's my life's goal. So I wanted to go to school to learn that. So I did that. But I don't use my degree. Like, as soon as I graduated, like I kept my little part-time job at Foot Locker, and then I started working at Foot Locker.
It was cut of sneakers, huh? Yeah.
So I got the job. Like after I caught the charge or whatever, I needed a job. So I started working at Foot Locker. So I did that like my last 2 years of school. And that was a humbling experience because like I'm literally working, but I have people coming. Aren't you DJ LuckyC? I have like other DJs walking in.
Yeah.
Oh, look, what's up? Like, it was humbling for me because I didn't want people to know I had like a job because I'm supposed to be DJ LuckyC. Then I realized like I'm taking care of my kids. Like this, like I wasn't DJing as often as I am now. Like, I was DJing like one night a week at that time, and that wasn't even enough to do what I need to do. Shit, my paycheck wasn't enough. For what I need to do, but everything together, it kept me humble because I pieced everything together to make it happen. So by the time I graduated, my name grew a little more. I started DJing a little more. So I decided, I'm gonna pursue my career, use my degree, or I'm gonna take this DJ thing 24/7. And I decided to do DJ 24/7. Never look back.
Yeah, man. So when you did that, what was like your first? Cause I see that you was with Jam Squad DJs. How was that?
That was love. That's all family. Like Jam Squad is always will forever be family because what Sam Sneak started, just that the brand itself, people still remember the name and the Nextel tag and everything he started. So that's like a legendary name in music. I'm not even gonna say Miami.
Nah, in music, because
Tory Lanez said it in one of his songs. You know what I'm saying? Hit that Jam Squad and Sam Sneak. So it's just music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it was dope because that's how I learned how to vibe like a Miami DJ. Watching Sam, watching DJ Fatboy, watching DJ BJ, who was with us at the time. And then it just evolved. Like everybody grew. Like Sam, of course, started doing more things with Maybach. And then Fatboy started doing his own thing, and BJ moved away, and then I started taking over the party aspect of Jam Squad. So we doing all these mobile parties, and now I'm shifting the business how I wanted it. Because before it was, you know, these dudes calling the shots. We show up with DJ. Now I'm in charge of everything. So now I'm like, well, we need contracts.
Yeah.
We need to start collecting deposits. We need to start making sure that we're presentable. Like, we doing a baby shower, we gotta wear polo shirts or something. Like, I made sure that the business was right. Like, I evolved the business, the tail end of Jam Squad. Then, like, Jam Squad evolved into, like, a music group. We had artists. And, that was the vibe. Like, that was the wave.
I remember this DJ named, before I get deep into the, I remember this DJ named DJ K-Temp. He told me this a while ago. Shout out to my brothers at Loud and Lyrical. That was like one of my first like true interviews. Like, cause when I look back, I've done interviews before, and I was nervous. It was like a video. It was a video interview. It was like for YouTube. But I remember he told me that he was like, man, listen. As a DJ, if you're doing a wedding, you gotta dress a certain way. If you're doing baby showers, you gotta dress a certain way. You gotta look presentable. Because when I did that, and I took that advice, he was for real. Cause like people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, you DJ and stuff? Like, do you?" Yeah, I want you to do. I got a baby shower this week, or I have a retirement party. In 2 months and stuff, whatever. Like people was reaching out.
Like I tell any young DJ I know, like it's something simple, and that's why I say everything I learned, I apply, and I still use to this day. Like in high school, like our cords couldn't be hanging out the front of the back of the DJ set. Hell no. Like we had to run the cords a certain type of way where the front looked presentable.
Yeah.
So then when I came down and I started rapping the chords a certain type of way and doing things, everybody was like, why are you doing it like that? Like, make it look presentable, you know what I'm saying? So then they started seeing how people were walking up like, wow, you have a really clean setup. Wow, you guys sound good. Wow. It's like, now we evolving. Nah, it's second nature. Like anything we doing, if it's not like outdoors, if it's like a kid party or whatever, you got t-shirts, shorts, whatever. So if it's a wedding, prom, baby shower, whatever, we're gonna dress the part because nobody wants to see a DJ in a dingy white shirt at a baby shower. Like, and I always make sure chords are tucked away. If there's chords on the floor, it's taped down. You know what I'm saying? Like over time. Hey, what's up? I didn't know you worked here. You get a frappuccino. No,
hey, how you doing?
I don't even know. What's good here? Yeah, I'll take something sweet. Let y'all got some strawberry something? Strawberry cream something? Without the cream. No whipped cream. You got whipped cream? Yeah, no whipped cream. See, this is live, baby.
Hey, Starbucks. Like I said in my last couple episodes, I need something, sponsorship, something. Hey.
This is usually my life though. Like, it's like I remember when I used to walk in places and nobody would recognize me. Now it's kind of like people just walk up to me and say, "Yo, LuckyC, you do this, you do that." Like, oh, you did this party 3 years ago, and I'm like, I don't remember.
Because like you're like a up and coming like legend. Like you're like known, bro. Like you I know you got a long ways to go, man.
I feel like I do, yeah.
But you're well known, especially from Miami, because it's hard. Like Miami is very hard to like. I always felt that if you come out of Miami, you can go out anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. And I can tell you that from experience. Like living in the DMV area, like you could be average and then crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I went up there to visit last time, and I DJ'd this little lounge, like they were so turned off of what I was doing. And I was giving the bare minimum because I did not want to do it. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. So I know I'm giving the bare minimum. They're like, yo, this is like, oh, this ain't y'all. So I know it's DJs down here that can go anywhere and do it because Miami is that type of city. Like, iron sharpens iron. Like, you got to be tough to be to come out of here. So I attribute hard work and just never giving up to where I'm at right now. Because a lot of people used to tell me, you're not gonna do this, you're not this, you can't do this. I always found a way. I always found a way. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, because to go back to Jam Squad DJs, like it was once upon a time I did try to get in y'all. I believe everybody tried to,
be. I'm not gonna lie, like everybody did.
Yeah, because like, DJ Drama was like my inspiration to being a DJ and stuff like that. Just hearing the gangster grills, and then when I heard Jam Squad, I'm like, Jam Squad, like you knew the party was gonna be like live when you heard that drop.
And that was credit to Sam C. Like he saw the vision and just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to see him do things to this day like amaze me to this point. Like everybody just knows Sam C now as like that's Ross DJ. That's like growing up with this man and seeing what he's accomplished. Just because he stuck with hard work, never giving up. That makes me like, well, that was my inspiration. So I used to tell him all the time, you inspire me. And he used to be like, nah, because he's just still building. So when people tell me, I feel the same way. So it's like, 10 years ago is when he really started to really take off with everything.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
So that's when I started learning everything and building the brand. So now, when I got the job in 99 Jams, it's like, well, it took me about 8 to 10 years to get to that because I wanted to get on the radio. I thought every year of those 8 to 10 years that I was ready. Now I realize I wasn't ready back then. Now I'm ready. So it's like I had to go through everything, every party, every baby shower, every wedding, to
get to that milestone.
Like, it took all of that to get there. So it's like it's one of those things where if you really want to do this, you can do it. And it's like you just gotta tell yourself, I want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
My thing was I want to be on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I need to learn how to DJ better. I need to learn how to mix better. I need to learn how to do. And that's it.
So Shonesville was before the 99 Jams?
Shonesville was, what happened with Shonesville was 3 years ago, I set a goal for myself. I want to be on the radio.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I do to like get on the radio or to get people to hear how I mix for a mixture?
Mm-hmm.
So I searched, like it took me like 2 months planning to find an online website that would host like my mix shows, that I could stream and DJ. So
I seen that you do a lot of mix shows.
yeah, so when I did that, I found it. I was the first DJ down here to get on that website. Right? And when I did it, it was just, I'm not gonna lie, looking back, like nobody was fucking with it. Like nobody. Like people saw I was promoting it, they saw what I was doing, but nobody was, like my numbers weren't up.
Yeah.
Right? So then eventually, I started seeing other people use that same website.
Mm-hmm.
So they started doing the same thing I was doing. So I was like, now I get it. Now I see why y'all wasn't listening, so y'all copying. You know what I'm saying? So with Sam, he's like a visionary.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw what I was doing, but he knew that it could be bigger. Because at the time, my name wasn't enough to bring. Thanks. Got my strawberry thing, y'all. So he saw that, with his name, that platform could have been bigger. So
yeah.
He basically took what I did and made a whole radio show out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. It was just me doing my own thing. So every Tuesday and Thursday I'd get on. At first it would be like Tuesday I was just jamming in my crib, and then my schedule changed at work, so now I'm broadcasting live from G5. So that was dope. And then every Thursday, it's a throwback Thursday. Whatever theme I wanted to do. If it was Whitney Houston birthday, I'm doing Whitney Houston. If it was
That's what's up.
Michael Jackson, Biggie, Tupac, I did Ross, crunk music.
So you was doing stuff that people wasn't really doing.
Nobody was doing that time. Cause my whole thing was I need to get 99 Jams to see what I'm doing. So the Tuesday show would be like the 9 o'clock mix, that nasty. So that would be my turn up stuff. Then the Thursday would be like the midday mix, like the old school stuff. So I had a whole thing planned out. So Sam saw how big it could be, so he hollered at a bunch of people that he was cool with. Me, Fat Boy, DJ Phil, Bo Weezy, Boogie G, Sean D. So it was like Shonesville was split Miami, Tallahassee.
Yeah.
So anytime anybody wanted to jump on, you could do it. Like just log on and vibe. The name Shonesville itself is what made everybody come on. Like, everybody's like, what's a Shonesville? Shonesville? I ain't know Shonesville. And Sneak knew that was what it was. So Shonesville was a bigger monster than what Jam was.
If y'all don't know what a Shone means, it's a term down here that we use. It's like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a girl that likes to have a good time.
Yeah.
She likes to have a good time. So he started doing like these R&B slow jam night shows. That's what kicked everything off. So I was like, Sam Sneak DJing and he playing slow jams. So he used to do numbers.
Yeah.
So that evolved to him like really building, and we had structure. So it was like everybody knew on Tuesday, and on Tuesday I used to do my show. So we just basically Shonesville absorbed my show, which was called In the Mix. So it absorbed it. So I started doing my live broadcasts on my shit on Shonesville. So now that raised my profile a little more, because now you got people that are in Miami that know about G5, but now they don't have to come. They could just tune in. Who's LuckyC? Who's this dude? So just kept growing and growing. And the thing with Shonesville was all the DJs started growing. Bo started traveling more. Boogie G started doing his things. Poor Sam was all over the place. So it kind of just, everybody just kind of put on the back burner. And then from there, I do everything around November 19th. November 19th is a special day for me. So
why is that?
It's just too much for my birthday. So
okay.
I feel like it's the end of one year while you prepare for the next year. So when I launched my mix show, my own thing, that was November 19, 2013. I did that for a year. November 19, 2015, I launched my mixtape series, Groundwork series. I did that for another year. So by 2016, I stopped because I got the job the week before 99 Jams.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So not even the week before, a couple days before.
So how was that transition? Because 99 Jams is big.
At first it was kind of like nerve-wracking. Because it was like, I'm the rookie, you know what I'm saying? These are all vets, but they all embraced me with open arms. And it wasn't so much a hard transition for me because I was doing the mix show, I was doing Shoneville, I was doing my mixtape. So it was like I had no doubt in my skills.
Yeah.
I just had doubts as far as like, can I play this? Is this cool? But then once I got comfortable, it's like, they told me, do you. And that's what I've been doing.
But I always wanted to ask, like, because DJ Hercules, I want her to be on the show one day. Shout out to her. I met her one day at a Omega event. She's cool, very cool. I always wanted to ask, DJs that's on radios, like, that's on the radio, like 99 Jams, 1-3-4-5 the beat, like, how like, does the artist bring the clean versions? Or, yeah, like.
Definitely. Like, if any artist is trying to get anything on the radio, you gotta understand, like, you can't have vulgar music, anything remotely vulgar, you know what I'm saying? So, just to cover, I said every artist, you should always have a clean version to your single.
Yeah.
Like, if it's something that you're pushing, you should automatically have a clean version. Because you don't know, like, if I DJ at a school, or a baby shower, a kid party, because I play clean music there, if you got a cool record, and they vibe, and I can play it at these places, I need to clean it. If I don't have it, I can't help it. Because I used to tell people they want their music broke in the club. I want people to hear it in the club. But like I said earlier, people ain't paying attention in the club. It's in the strip club people paying attention. At parties, people are paying attention. Because what else are you doing at a party? If I'm sitting at a party, I'm waiting for everything to start, or maybe I'm about to turn up. My senses are up. So, what song was that? I like that song. It was cool. So I broke so many records doing parties. And a lot of those artists can attest to that because I wasn't in the club at the time, but I was still breaking records. Because I'm in the streets. I'm actually with these people. When you're in the club, it's like you got a diverse crowd, like we talked about.
Yeah.
So you don't know who you really impacted.
Yeah. In
a party, I could tell who I'm impacted. So before Nice and Slow took off, like really took off, and I played it at
Shout out to Ball Greasy, man. I'm glad he made it, man, because it was.
Shout out to Greasy and Dre. When I played it, and I seen like the people turning up, it's like, oh yeah, he got a hit, he got one, it's out of there. Not every record is like that. There's certain records that I can't play at these parties, so then I can only play in the club. But then if I could squeeze it in somewhere, or if I really like the song, I'll make it work. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that.
And I seen one of your interviews you were saying about like DJs. I think you said DJs on ready break records like that.
91.
Why you say that? I mean, of course, with streaming and things like that.
Not one DJ can break a record. I've always said that. I say that in any interview because I believe that. I can play a record in G5, and I can make that record big in G5. But if I don't take that record anywhere else but G5, that record's gonna stay in G5. That's just like with artists. If you only go to one place because they only like the music there, how's everybody else gonna hear it? So for a record to get broke, it takes multiple people doing the same thing. So it's like, if we all on the same accord, playing this song, bigging it up, hyping it up, now it's broke. But for one person to say, I broke this record, that means you went everywhere.
Yeah, you had to.
Playing this song. Not to say that it can't happen. There are DJs that go everywhere and do it, but I feel like they're not breaking the right records, quote unquote. Like, they'll go anywhere, they'll go everywhere and play these songs because they get paid for it.
Yeah.
Or, somebody bought a promo package, which is nothing wrong with that. But if nobody else is doing it, or if that record ain't really a hit, you just playing it because you got paid for it, you ain't breaking it.
I mean, they could say that, I played it first, but you can't say that you broke it because, like you said.
I think that's what people get the misconception.
Yeah.
everybody says they broke it because they think that it means playing it first. No, breaking the record means that no matter where you at, no matter what's going on, you played that song. If you brought it back 3 times, 4 times, you breaking that song because you want people to hear this song.
Yeah.
That's breaking the record. Now, if you're the first to play, that's cool. But even now, in this day and age, unless you get it directly out the studio, you ain't never the first to play nothing. Because the internet just made it everything. So I gotta be in the studio and give you the song personally for you to say
Yeah, because as I got it, as I got more progress in the music, like as a DJ, I've been to a couple studio sessions and I'm like, I want to be here. Like, shout out to my boy Hayes. He's a local rapper from down here from Miami.
Shout out to Hayes. Yeah, I know
Hayes know everybody. But I pretty much I went to a session for his one of his projects. It was from last year, and I heard like the whole project, like from track 1. I think he only had like 10 or 11 tracks on it. But I was like, bro, like whenever you doing a track, like whenever you doing like a track or an EP or an album, just holler at me, bro. I come to the studio, I give my opinion here and there. But for me, I just want to be there just to see it. Like when I hear like these stories of like producers and DJs when they seen like when they first seen like Jay-Z make like Blueprint or be in the studio with like a Tupac or a Biggie or Kendrick or J. Cole, like one of the biggest, LL Cool J, one of the biggest like rappers. I feel that because like as a DJ, I'm like at the end of the day, I'm still a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? So like just seeing that process.
DJs are the gatekeepers. DJs, no matter what people try to do or say, if you want to just upload your music on SoundCloud, that's cool, that's great. I have nothing against that. To artists out there. But as far as DJs go, we're the gatekeepers. We dictate, or we're supposed to dictate, how the culture moves.
Yeah.
Hip hop started with it.
Yeah.
Like, we're the base of it. So when we're in these studios sessions and when we're, hearing these stories, we also gotta be the people to be like, if that shit is trash.
Of course. Of course.
Like, of course. Like a lot of DJs aren't doing that. Like a lot of DJs are just kind of just living the, I'm a DJ, so I'm just whatever. Like, no, it's kind of like you got an obligation to the culture. Like, me, if I don't like your song, I'm not gonna play it. So it's nothing against you. You could be a great person. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm Brian. Like, it's like how you're a rapper, you got a brand you're trying to protect. I'm a DJ, I got a brand I got to protect. So if I'm just going around playing any and every record because somebody dropped a check or because whatever, and it's not even worth, like, it's a horrible song, that makes me look crazy. So as the gatekeepers, we got to be the ones to really tell these artists, managers, whoever, like, hey, look, the record's cool, but you might want to go back and do this. Or it's cool, but it's not going to work for where I play. I tell people all the time, I'm like, don't give me a certain type of record. Don't give me an R&B record knowing that I work in a strip club type thing. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do for you. But now people just automatically want to give me their song for the radio. And I'm telling them, well, I got to break it down to people. Well, if I play this song on the radio and nobody knows the song, how's that going to help you?
Exactly.
Nah, but if they hear it, then, but nah, it don't work like that. Because you can hear something on the radio and it be trash and not want to hear it. But if you working that record in the streets, now when that record does hit the radio, people will be like, oh, I heard this song before. I like this song. They'll call it, like the thing.
Yeah, and they appreciate it more.
But people just be, they get the misconception. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So before I close out the podcast, because we got to have a part 2. Oh, yeah, we got to.
Yeah,
Well, first, I want to go by who's your top 5 rappers?
All time?
All time. Dead or alive?
Jay-Z,
okay.
Pac, Biggie, Kendrick Lamar, and who's number 5? Jadakiss.
Jadakiss. You
Jada
know.
and Fab, that's fire for me.
Hey, I remember they project they dropped last year. It was the end of last year, wasn't it? Yeah, that album was like, cause you know my fiance, she from New York. She's like, a lot of people from down here, she's from Jadakiss. I said, no, we don't.
We love Jada.
Especially Fabulous, like
we love Fab.
Like his mixtapes was the what's it called? Summer Shootouts.
Yeah. See, the problem is like people just like Miami, we're a bubble, but we appreciate a lot of music.
Yeah.
I remember growing up when 50 dropped, everybody was on that. Like, New York music was always
played. Yeah.
It's just we like our culture better.
Yeah.
So with me, I've always been a Jadakiss fan, always been a Fab fan. But when I DJed their concert and saw how they were just running through these songs effortlessly, old, new, freestyles. Like they were just running through them together.
You actually did the concert?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, it was dope. I was nervous because it was like I ain't never do a concert at that point, like a concert like that. But like, you know, Jadakiss and Fabulous, so it was like I was nervous, but then I got on, I just did my thing. Like I did my thing.
So they just told you like, just do your thing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like, do you? So I did my thing, and then I think a DJ went on after me right before the show started. So the problem was, like, the show started late. So we knew they're both from New York, so it was just a lot of New York music that night.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was great. Like, when they came out, the energy was crazy. Like, besides when the show started late, people really wanted to see them. And this was at Revolution Live, so you talking about Miami, Fort Lauderdale. It was packed to see them.
Yeah.
So, like, people love the music. It's just, we like our culture a little.
Yeah, because like I had to explain to her, like when I was younger, I remember when DMX was in my top 10. Like
DMX is definitely top 10.
I said, I like Fat Joe, all them like Busta Rhymes. I feel like with Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes and like Fabulous, Jay-Z, like them, even Jadakiss, like they sounds, they show homage to like the South. You know what I'm saying?
Especially Fab was one of the first New York music to get on down south. That's why I rock with him, because he can snap on anything.
Yeah, because I had to explain to her, like, just like how y'all very proudful of New York and the whole East Coast movement, I'm like, down here, like, we very proudful. Like, we, you know, our legends, we look up to, like, the Trick Daddies, the DJ, Luke, Uncle Al, you know, the, like, all them boys, like, JT Money, you know, to this day. It's some New Yorkers don't even know about him. I'm like, how you don't know about JT Money?
See, that's the thing. Like, just like they got New York rappers, like, there's a lot of dudes out here don't know about Big L.
Yeah.
Like, that's their culture. Like, New York is hip hop, so you can never get away from that.
No,
you always gotta show respect. But just like New York started it. The West took it further, and then when they hit the South, we just elevated that shit. Like, we took it to a whole nother level. Like, and I love it. I love every type of like genre of music, because you can't do what we do without
exactly.
music. So it's just one of those things. I just wish that we would take more responsibility with the music, especially hip hop, because now hip hop is like the biggest shit out right now.
Yeah,
so
it's they say it's new pop because it's like the best. It's
everything is coming through hip hop, so we need to be more aware of what we're putting out. You know what I'm saying? As far as rappers, DJs, anybody that's influencing the culture, we need to make sure that not everything has to be a positive message, but also not everything has to be a negative message.
Exactly.
You know so it's like, if we're gonna put out just party stuff and turn up and this and that, let's push some positivity. Some you don't gotta do this to be cool. Like this. Yeah. That's what I love about hip hop now, is because not everybody's a gangster rapper now. Everybody's just being themselves, and you can just rap about what you want to rap about, which is good. So we need more of that, and we'll be great as far as going forward in the future.
Yeah, even the involvement, like for example, like Gucci Mane, Mr. Davis' album kind of reminded me of the 444 album. Like he was basically telling you, like, you know, just giving you like the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I tell people I love Gucci Mane, like as a whole, like the old one and the new one. Like he's a lot of people felt that like the back in the day Gucci Mane. I'm like, compare, like they say he's the one who opened the gates for the mumble rap. I said I still understood Gucci Mane. like his lyrics.
I could see why they say that, but Gucci always made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might have been, it was just a southern drawl.
Yeah.
This song wasn't like mumble rap.
No.
I mean, yeah, everybody got their opinion.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like Gucci's was one of the trap.
Yeah.
Like he laid the foundation in T.I.G's.
Yeah.
And that's what changed the sound. As far as mumble rap, I can see why they said it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, nah. I'm like, I understood him. Like, you could see the influence now that all these rappers have. You know, like the Migos and stuff like that. But
I mean, and Gucci Man is one of the greatest A&Rs.
Of course.
Like he done found a lot of our favorite artists right now, just off the strength of him just having an ear. Like, so he definitely needs more credit than he gets.
Yeah, a lot of credit, man. I feel like he's underrated as like a overall like talent, like as an A&R, as a writer. You know, a lot of people didn't know he wrote for people like Beyonce, Ludacris.
I feel like a lot of people don't really know about anything hip hop. Like they just listen and they just form their opinion. But if you really learn the ins and outs of this game, you'll realize that a lot of these artists do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And that's what makes them better.
Yeah.
You could write for somebody else, you're a better artist overall. So
yeah, man. And the last question I like to ask is like, where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
5 to 10 years. Whatever DJ Khaled is doing right now, 10 times bigger than that.
Same thing as me, man. Like
that's and I hate to even compare, but he done opened the door so wide now that I feel like 5 to 10 years, like I'm just gonna run through that door and I'm gonna do some innovative thing and take some. That's my goal.
Cause that's what I'm doing now. Like, you know, cause I don't like in your last interviews you said you don't want people to, you know, box you, but I kind of box myself a little bit because to me that I have the love for mixtapes. So like me as like more of a mixtape DJ and just hearing the different music and sounds from different artists and getting to meet new artists, I'm like I can orchestrate a track. You know, it's people don't understand. It's kind of hard because you got to find the right beat, the right artists and things like that. It's like it takes time, and for Khaled to do that every year, I gotta give him that credit, man.
Yeah, like, it's like from when he started, he had the vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as far as like being boxed in, like I never wanted to do that because I feel like my whole career that's what people want to do. Like, oh, that's just Sam C's cousin. Oh, he just does baby showers. Oh, he just does strip clubs. Oh, you know. So I made it my point to show people I can do a kid party baby shower, get on the radio and go to the strip club all in one day and give different vibes to each one.
Yeah.
And I've shown that. So I feel like once you find your lane, so as far as what you want to do, it wouldn't even be boxing yourself in. You find a lane, but now you open it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So find your lane and just all last through it, man. Like that's all I do. I find something I like, I build on it, I do it, it's cool. Alright, what's next? Alright, what's next? Alright, I'm done with this, I'm bored. What's next? And then once I do that, it's like, alright, I learned how to do this, that, and the third. Then I can put it all together.
Yeah.
And I eventually come with the master plan. That's hopefully it's gonna make me a very wealthy man. That's
what's up, man. It was great to have you on the show, dog. Like, it was
love,
you know what I'm saying, learning a lot of new things and stuff, you know. Once again we'll have a part 2 one of these days, you know, hopefully. Like I said, Starbucks, I'll give me that endorsement deal, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
So I'm good,
but hopefully one day it be more in the you know, in a quieter space. But hey, man, once again I appreciate you having on the show, man.
I appreciate you having me. Whatever you need, just holler at me.
You got any shout outs before I close it up?
Shout to everybody, man. Shout to literally everybody that supports me, rocks with me from day one. Everybody that supports you, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, and just keep on tuning in, man, and keep on rocking with me, keep on rocking with Anonymous, and we here. Hey now.
And I will, and also you have the podcast as well. I'm gonna start listening to it as well.
Oh yeah. Me and the homie Tony MC just started a podcast through 99 Jam. So we're gonna be doing the same thing. So eventually we'll have you up there too, and you chop it up.
Yeah, man. That'd be great, man. But hey, man, this been your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music, the podcast episode 15. Goddamn it. And we out.